Here's the truth no one tells you about inbox dollars. Most people quit before they ever make real money because they expect instant results. And honestly, that's the biggest mistake you need to avoid in 2026. Inbox dollars is one of the oldest reward platforms online. But with newer apps like FreeCash and Mistplay getting attention, people keep asking the same question. Is inbox dollars still worth using, or is it outdated now? In this video, I'll break down exactly how inbox dollars works in 2026, how much people realistically earn, what changed recently, and whether this platform is actually worth your time anymore. And stay until the end, because I'll show you the one type of user who still gets the best value from inbox dollars today. So let's answer the question immediately. Yes, inbox dollars still works in 2026. People still get paid. The platform is legitimate. But whether it's worth using depends entirely on your expectations. And this is where most people fail. They see ads claiming you can make hundreds fast. Then they spend 20 minutes on surveys expecting huge payouts. That's not how inbox dollars works. Inbox dollars is best understood as a rewards platform for small side earnings. You complete surveys, watch videos, read promotional emails, play games, try offers, and earn cashback-style rewards. Simple concept. But here's where it gets interesting. Inbox dollars survives because it targets casual users better than hardcore earners. For example, Jake spends time during lunch, breaks answering surveys, and earning small amounts weekly. He's not trying to replace his job income. He just wants extra money for streaming subscriptions or food delivery. For that type of user, inbox dollars can still make sense. But if you expect full-time online income, you'll probably be disappointed quickly. Now let's talk about the biggest change in 2026. Competition. Apps today move faster. FreeCash often pays quicker. Mistplay focuses heavily on gaming rewards. Cashback apps became more aggressive. So inbox dollars no longer feels revolutionary. But it still has one major advantage. Stability. It has been around for years and built trust with many users. That matters because a lot of newer reward apps disappear after a short time. Now in a minute, I'll explain exactly who should avoid inbox dollars completely. But first, let's break down how much money people realistically make. For most users, earnings are modest. Some people earn a few dollars weekly. Others earn $20 to $50 monthly with consistent activity. Highly active users who complete premium offers can earn more. But here's the problem. Hourly earnings are usually low compared to real freelance work or gig apps. That's the uncomfortable truth many influencers skip. If John spends 2 hours doing low-paying surveys and earns $4, technically, he made money. But was it worth his time? That depends on his situation. Now here's where it gets interesting. Inbox dollars becomes much more valuable when used strategically. Experienced users avoid tiny tasks. Instead, they focus on higher-paying offers, cashback deals, and promotions. For example, some app trials or banking offers may pay significantly more than surveys. But you have to read conditions carefully. And this is where most people fail again. They skip the fine print. They miss requirements. Then they complain rewards never arrived. Let's say Alex signs up for a financial app offer requiring a minimum deposit. He skips the deposit step thinking registration alone qualifies him. The reward never credits because the full condition wasn't completed. That happens constantly. So if you use inbox dollars, patience and attention matter more than speed. Now let's talk about surveys because that's still the core feature for many users. Surveys can work, but qualification rates frustrate people. You may answer screening questions only to get rejected halfway through. Honestly, this remains one of the most annoying parts of the platform, even in 2026. But experienced users know how to reduce frustration. They focus on shorter surveys. They avoid low-paying options. And they complete profile information accurately to improve matching. Now in a minute, I'll show you the smartest way to use inbox dollars alongside other apps. But first, let's discuss payouts. Inbox dollars still offers withdrawals through gift cards, PayPal, and other reward methods depending on your region. The minimum cash out is higher than some newer competitors. That's important. Some newer apps allow withdrawals under $5. Inbox dollars often requires users to build a larger balance first. Day G1. This creates a psychological problem. Beginners lose motivation before reaching payout level. But once users establish a routine, it feels more manageable. Now here's where it gets interesting. Inbox dollars works best when combined with activities you already do. For example, cashback shopping. If Sarah already plans to buy household items online, earning cashback through Inbox dollars becomes extra savings instead of extra work. That's the mindset shift people miss. The platform becomes more useful as a bonus layer, not a primary income source. Now let's talk about gaming offers because these exploded recently. Inbox dollars added more app and game-based rewards to compete with newer GPT platforms. Some game offers can pay surprisingly well. But again, patience matters. You may need to reach certain levels within a deadline, and some games become extremely time-consuming later. This is where smart users calculate value before starting. If a game requires 30 hours for a small payout, it may not be worth it. But shorter beginner-friendly offers can work well. Now here's the biggest mistake users make in 2026. They try to do everything. Surveys, games, video study, emails, offers, all at once. That creates burnout fast. Instead, the smartest strategy is specialization. Choose 2 or 3 earning methods you actually enjoy. If you hate surveys, stop forcing surveys. If you enjoy mobile games, focus there. Simple. Right? Now, let's answer another major question. Is Inbox dollars safe? Generally, yes. It's considered legitimate and has been around for years. But you still need caution with third-party offers. Some promotions may require subscriptions, purchases, or personal information. Always read details carefully before signing up for anything. This is where most people fail again. They chase large rewards without understanding the conditions attached. And honestly, that's true across almost every reward platform online. Now in a minute, I'll tell you exactly who should still use Inbox dollars in 2026. But first let's compare it mentally to newer apps. Free Cash often feels faster and more modern. Mistplay is stronger for mobile gaming. Survey Junkie focuses more directly on surveys. Swagbucks offers broader ecosystem rewards. Inbox dollars sits somewhere in the middle. It's not the absolute best in one category anymore. But it remains familiar, stable, and beginner-friendly. And that consistency still attracts users. Now here's the real answer, nobody gives clearly. Inbox dollars is worth using if your expectations are realistic. Not for replacing a paycheck. Not for overnight wealth. But for small side earnings during free time, cashback stacking, and casual rewards, it still works. Especially for beginners learning how GPT apps operate. Now let's talk about the smartest strategy. The best users combine multiple platforms. For example, Jake uses Free Cash for game offers, Inbox dollars for cashback shopping, and another app for surveys. That diversification increases opportunities and reduces boredom. And honestly, that's probably the best approach in 2026. No single GPT app dominates everything anymore. Now let's wrap this up. Inbox dollars is still legitimate in 2026. People still get paid. But earnings remain relatively small for most users. The platform works best for casual side income, cashback rewards, and selective high-paying offers. It's less competitive for speed compared to some newer apps, but stronger in long-term stability and familiarity. And the biggest factor, deciding whether it's worth it, is your expectations going in. If you treat it like easy extra money during downtime, you'll probably enjoy it more. If you expect life-changing income, you'll probably quit quickly. If this video helped you understand whether Inbox dollars is still worth using, hit the like button, subscribe for more honest app reviews, and comment below with the reward app that's paid you the most so far. I'll see you in the next one.